When the Royal Festival Hall reopened after its wonderful refurbishment, there was only 1/3 of the iconic organ reinstalled. So we've come up to see the organ being repaired and restored, and we've also brought with us some of those people who've already contributed so generously to our Put Out All the Stops appeal, so that they can see how their generosity is being used.
The aim in bringing our donors and enthusiasts is we want them to understand really what it takes to do this restoration, because it's a labour of love and it takes a long time too. And coming back to the place that has been nurturing the organ from the beginning, that's very important.
Harrison and Harrison built the original organ in the Royal Festival Hall. So we wanted to go back to Harrison and Harrison, who had the most knowledge and knew all the history of the instrument, to make sure that they could restore it exactly as it was originally created.
There's a great pride in the work we do here. We have families who've worked here over generations, father and son. And of course, when the Festival Hall organ was first built, one of our leather hands, Keith Unsworth, wrote his name inside one of the reservoirs, and indeed when that came back here just a few months ago, Keith opened it up and there it was with his signature.
My name's Jeff Pollard, and I work on the on soundboards on the factory floor. My granddad worked for Harrison's in the early 20s, missed the war years, and then in the 50s and 60s he actually worked on what's known as the LCC project, which was London County Council, which was a festival hall then. I've actually got here his diary. He used to keep a diary when he was working here. And you can see on here it's got the LCC, London County Council, and all the soundboards and everything he worked on, which was a festival hall. And this is a picture which was taken in 1961, and that's my granddad there.
When we took the organ out of the festival hall just a few years ago, the organ had got to a bit of a sad state actually. It had been very heavily used, and over a long period with perhaps high temperatures, heating in the hall perhaps, and low humidity, lots of damage occurs in the organ, and that's what we were looking at, and echoing the point where they're frankly worn out. And that was pretty much where we were.
Behind me, here in the workshops of Harrison and Harrison of Durham, you can see the central part of the Royal Festival Hall organ taking shape. So the organ builders at this stage are slightly ahead of where they should be, which is great. And one of the most exciting bits is that you can see behind me the monogram. That's the central section of display pipes, and they're going to look absolutely fantastic under the glitzy lights of the Royal Festival Hall on stage.
There's lots of reasons why this organ should be refurbished. I mean, first of all, aesthetically, it's a beautiful piece visually in the Royal Festival Hall, and the Royal Festival Hall is sort of semi-naked without it. But maybe the most important reason of all is that the future generations, the people who've never heard it before, the people perhaps who don't necessarily connect with organ playing yet, the fact that they can come to understand what a glorious instrument it is. We've had a number of organ cognoscenti come and talk about why this particular organ is so unique and how it produced a new sound, because it really brought together European and British organ making and united them in a sort of in really an unusual sound, and it then spawned many other organs as a result. And I think it's that design that people are fascinated by.
Since we've launched the campaign a year ago, we've raised over £375,000, which now leaves us a further £975,000 to raise. So we got below that, we got below the 1 million.
I'm very confident that people will want to support this, and when they do and they go into the Royal Festival Hall and they see it, I think they'll really feel it was worth it.
That's a fantastic, one of the finest organs in the UK. And getting that back in there for 2014 is both a challenge and tremendously exciting.
So if you're interested in sponsoring a pipe, then please go to the website, pulloutallthestops.org, and sponsor a pipe from there. There are lots of ways that you can add to our total, fundraising total, but I would really encourage you to get stuck in, and now is the moment to add to our appeal.